Martha Fraser here. You're very welcome today. And today's talk, sorry, just plugging in my microphone. Today's talk is how to make money online. And I'm just connecting in with the Facebook group as well. So you're very welcome. I hope we've a few here live. I just want to see, I'm just going to open the group and just so I can keep an eye on that as well. So what's today all about? So today is all about how to make money online. And I know a lot of you are graduates. I am a previous nutritional therapist graduate myself. So I'm going to tell you a bit about my story, about how to make money online, how my clients have done it, and how you can do it as well. And the reason I'm doing this talk really here today is I wish I had this 10, well, how many years ago? 2012, I think it was, I graduated. So I hope to give you some advice about graduating as a coach and as a therapist. So I hope you get what you need from today. And if you have any distractions, look, I know we all have kids here. I've bribed my own kids for a movie. Just try and be as present as you can today. Okay, so I'm just going to share my screen and we'll get started. Great. Okay, so let me 1 second now. So if you're live here with us on the Facebook group, please comment down below. Let us know that you're here and just interact with me as we go along. I've got my eye on the group as well. So I'm just going to share my screen. And here we go. Okay, so how to make money online. So these are the steps that we're going to be covering today. We're going to be talking about your vision and your mission, choosing and understanding your audience, giving them what they want, not what, oh sorry, I better play that there. Not what you want, okay? Growing your following by helping people. And I'm going to talk about the difference between helping people and marketing people. And then 12 ways you can make money online. We're going to talk about your ladder and your wall, okay? And how not to get knocked off it. And we're going to talk about technology as well, okay? How to keep it simple and how not to get bogged down in it. So there's 2 ways you can be in business. You can be high tech, low touch, and that means that you are big into technology and perhaps more so than, not more so than people, but that, you know, you're au fait with technology. And I get a lot of people who are high touch, low tech, and they don't want, when they're starting out, they want to really be there for people and they want to support people by just being them and being visible online. And you can have a high touch, low tech business. You know, it doesn't have to be all technology. So I get a lot of clients who are sometimes scared by technology, and you don't need to be scared by technology. And I'm going to help you today as much as I can to get over some of those little things. And then finally, we're going to talk about your next step. Okay, so let's go. So my name is Martha Fraser. That's me, my crazy family there, and my husband and my 2 kids. I'm 10 years roughly working online. I was made redundant as a software engineer with a big group of other people in 2010. I was 7 months pregnant of my first child. So I kind of came into, and at the time I was completing my nutritional therapy qualification. I was 3 years practicing as a nutritional therapist, and I can answer some questions on that as well why I've finished. So actually, I'll just tell you basically, I was running a social media company. I was working as a nutritional therapist. So I was running 2 businesses at the one time, and I had 2 young babies, and I was becoming an unhealthy nutritional therapist because I was so exhausted. So I needed to choose one, and I chose to be the online business mentor. I've clients in over 10 countries globally. I've helped hundreds of people with their online business, and my website is marthafraser.com. Okay. So then they're my 2 little ones. So basically I help people create online courses and digital products through our group coaching online and through our one-to-one done for you services. I live in Galway and I'm mum to these 2 lovely crazy kids. So possibly like you, when I started out as a therapist, I was charging €80 a consultation. And then like one of the things, like I'd love to maybe hear from some of you if you want to maybe put some comments, the area you plan on working in, and how you're going to get started. Because one of the biggest mistakes I think I made was that I was trying to work with everyone and I didn't pick a niche. I remember, like, especially when you're starting off, because you need to put in a lot of time, especially as a nutritional therapist, because you're doing drug reports and different things. Now, that was me, and I'm so far out of that business. I don't want to give any advice in that area because I'm a long time out of that. But what I really found was that I wish I had really picked an area to work on initially when I graduated. So what I did do was that I began to do that, and I began to um, create packages in different ways to work with clients that weren't there. Like, so I picked a couple of clients where I would work with them for a year. And that I created really customized ways of working with people where they could, maybe come and spend a whole day with me. And I combined different therapies that I had as well. Um, and then what really happened for me then was my husband at the time was moving to the UK. He was working in the UK. I was at home with toddler, and I was like, it was 2008 at the time. We were trying to, 2010, sorry, we are trying to get through the recession, and I was like, how am I going to, basically increase my income? And then I decided to create an online program. At the time, I had taken some time out from the nutritional therapy course to to have my babies. And I said, I'm going to create my social media to stay in touch, so I wouldn't lose track of all the knowledge that I had gained. And what was really interesting was, because I had such a passion for food and coaching and helping people, because it had made such a difference in my life, I was just sharing information on Facebook, on my Facebook page. And I had gained over 3,000 fans on my page. And then one day I decided, you know what, I'm going to create an online program to help people. And within 24 hours, 40 people had signed up, and I had made my first €500 online. And I'll never forget it. It was just, no matter how much money I've made since then, nothing will ever beat that one time. And so that was kind of my journey to transitioning from software engineer and nutritional therapist to working online. And that's really what brought me where I am today. So this is one client. I don't know if you know Gemma Kehoe. Gemma worked with me a couple of years ago. She wanted to create an online revenue stream, and she was doing a master's at the time, and she created a digital course. She created an online community of people. And I'm telling you now, more than ever, my clients, I see them now really bringing that back into their reality, and increasing their online business, because they can just turn it on and turn it up now, especially in the crisis we're going through. So in today's class, I'm going to go through the 12 steps with you. I'm going to help you as much as I can in this live class. Now, I'm just going to tell you about this offer that I'm doing Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday this week. And I'm going to run another course in 2 weeks' time. It's called the SOS Get Your Business Online in 3 days. While we're live in this workshop, you can basically, it's a 3-day workshop with a 3-day bonus. It's €27. Okay. It's going to be live. What you will leave with is you will create your first digital product. It doesn't matter if you have a website, if you have a social media page, it doesn't matter what you have. I started off with a Facebook page and a PayPal link, and I'm going to teach you how to create your first digital product that you can sell in your business. So we're running live this Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and we'll be running live again in 2 weeks' time. So whether you join us now or in 2 weeks' time, it's up to yourself. So basically today, for all of you who are watching, and if you watch the replay, the course is €27. It's really for nothing. And I have a discount code for all of you who are attending from the college. So it's SOS discount. So the link is there. If you go to marthafraser.com/SOS online. And if you use the discount code SOS discount, okay, I'll put it in the chat box as well. So you can do that while we're live, and within the next 24 hours, that discount code will be gone after that. Okay, so let's move on. Let me just grab. So it's really important that you come today with. Sorry, it's really important that you come today with an open mind of what is possible for you. Okay, and that you can that you can achieve this. And honestly, if I did it, you can do it. So it's just really about understanding that these things are possible. Okay, where is the chat? Maybe I don't have access to the chat. I do. Okay, so I'm just putting the link in there, okay? And it's SOS discount, and that's in the chat box there. Okay, so let's go on. Okay, so just going to make sure, I think there's a slight delay, so I'm just going to make sure that we are in sync. So I'm just going to wait for 2 seconds until we get in sync together. So, okay, thanks for the comments there. I'm just going to check the comments. Oops. Okay, so we have Louise, we have Jackie, we have Catherine. Is anyone else having trouble viewing? Oh, okay, I hope you're all okay. Okay. Oh, brilliant. Gemma, lovely. Okay, hope we can still go ahead. Okay, it's a pity you said the connection is a bit blurred, but hopefully you can hear me, and hopefully you can. That's unfortunate. Okay, I'm going to go ahead anyway, and let's hope that it works out. Okay, so one of the problems is that often we're not clear on our own business and how to market it well. And for you guys who are just starting off, it's really about becoming clear on who you are and what you do. Okay, lovely. Thanks a million. So this is one client of mine, Cristiana Blasuta, who is from Italy. Now, the reason I'm putting Cristiana up here is that Cristiana, she recently graduated as a life coach, and now it's slightly different from nutrition therapy, but one of the things that she found, and you will find this as you start your path, right, and as you begin to work with clients and you find your own processes and systems and your ways of working with clients, and you begin to get results. And what I would say to you is that begin to study yourself, begin to study how you are doing things, because how you are doing things, once you do things with clients a couple of times, you can then take that model of how you do it and put it into either group work or an online program. So this is what I did with Cristiana. She created her first one-to-one program, and she wanted an income that would really help her as a mother work less one-to-one, but yet allow her to increase her income. So she took her one-to-one process and she put it into a group model. And I worked with her on that by breaking down what she was doing with her one-to-one clients. We created a one-to-one program. Sorry, we created a group program. So she now runs group programs online. And it's just great to see that sometimes it's just taking a bit of time out, planning your business ahead, and seeing what you can create. So marketing is just sharing your message. So before you know what to market, before you know what your message is, you need to become clear on your vision and your mission, okay? So for you guys, it's really, a lot of you might have at this stage lost touch with why you went in studying what you're studying. Because I know myself, when I was studying, you get so bogged down in getting the assignments, getting the exams done, that it's really important that you take time out. And you can do that now here on the call. And if you want to comment in the comments down below, and just let us know, why did you start studying what you're studying? What brought you? What was the passion? What was the fire that got you to study what you're studying? Because we need to go back to that to make sure that you're going to build a business that you really love and you really want, okay? So if anyone wants to comment in the comments, let us know. There is a slight delay, I see, between me talking and the group, so I'm just going to go on, but I'm going to keep an eye on the comments. So type down, what is your vision? And let's connect in with what's the mission you want to create in your business. And sometimes we forget that you have that power. You have the power to create something absolutely amazing. And one of the biggest things that I hear from clients is, oh, there's so many other people doing it. Why bother? And even when I started myself and I was looking online, seeing all these amazing people, I thought, why bother? And the reason to bother is that no one is as unique as you are. No one can do what you can do. And the thing is that people connect with people. And you know, there may be 100 other people, thousands of other people doing what you do, but someone will connect with you and say, yeah, that is the person I want to work with. So always remember that when you're having a bad day and you're doubting yourself, just remember no one is you and no one can copy being you. So what are the steps to creating your vision and your mission? Okay. Okay. So first of all, we need to help you align to what you really want, why you started studying, what you're working on. What will you be happy with when you leave this world? Now that may seem like a little bit of slightly morbid, but it's really important that you understand the power of time, and that, you know, as we're going through this incredible crisis right now, um, now more than ever, it's time to take action. You know, there isn't time to delay bringing your brilliance to the world. There isn't time to delay you really getting clear on who you are, how amazing you are, and how you can get you and your great work out to the world. Because the thing is that people need what you are, people need what you know. And I was looking at some statistics the other day, and the numbers of, it was crazy, the numbers of obesity in the world, the numbers of people starving in the world, and the amount of money being paid to help people who are obese, the amount of money being paid to help people who are starving. It's just, the whole thing is just messed up. And if we can bring your knowledge to help people really embrace a healthier life, I think this is what you really have to remember. Okay, so what impact do you want to make? So if you want to type in the comments, please do. What is the impact that you want to make? And here is the thing, you may not have thought about this yet. I know when I first started working, all I wanted to do was literally just, I wanted to make some money where my business was making money and I could survive. You know, I had small babies and etc. So right now, you may not have a mission, you may not have a vision, you may not even have thought about making an impact. But what I want to try and guide you towards is that just start planting the seeds for those right now, because when you begin to align your business to a vision, a mission, and an impact, let me tell you that your business will take off in a whole new way that you have never even thought about before. And you will work in your business in a new way. So let me just plant the seeds there today for that. Maybe you don't have an idea of what your vision and mission is yet. And just type in the chat box, do you know what your vision or mission is? Give me a yes or a no, and just let me know. Okay, so I'm just going to share some stories with you to let you know what's possible for you. This is Michelle. She's a client of mine. Michelle Lagali is her name. She's from Washington, D.C. And I worked with Michelle. So Louise says, share how powerful diet and lifestyle choices are on a personal health and wellness. Yeah. And I think that is really so important, Louise, because until people feel the impact of lifestyle changes, they don't know, and it's your job to really guide them on that path, right? Now, Michelle is an intuitive entrepreneur, and you may think that you know, how can some people when they're leaving college, they're going, how can I make money? And I've shared Michelle's story today just to let you know that Michelle is an intuitive entrepreneur. She's a healer, and she works with sensitive people, and she guides them on their journey to becoming therapists. So I worked with Michelle last year, and in the launch that we worked together, she made $17,301. We created a program that was $297. 33 people joined. She made 9,801 from that. 3 people wanted to work with her one-to-one, using her one-to-one package of 2,500. That was an extra 7,500. And her total revenue then came up to 17,301. So as you begin to get clearer on who you are, what you want to offer, what are your prices, it's beginning to get to understand, the numbers. If you want to say, right, this year I want to make, 20,000, 50,000, 75,000, then you need to understand how many units of what you're selling you need to sell, okay? And the thing is that when you understand the number of units that you need to sell, you then get a bigger appreciation of the number of people you need to get in front of to sell your services, your programs to, right? And this is one of the things, like honestly, 10 years ago, I didn't realize. I just wanted to do the work. I didn't want to do the marketing. I didn't want to grow my email list. I didn't want to do any of that, because honestly, nobody really, I suppose I didn't realize it. And the thing is that as you go out into the world and as you begin to work for yourself, you're going to have to wear many hats. You're going to have to wear the marketing hat, the admin hat, and the doing the work hat. And the most important hat that you have to wear is your marketing hat. And one of the things, to be honest, I say marketing, but one of the things that part of me hates the word marketing, because at the end of the day, what I really believe is that you need to just help people. You need to help people as much as you can every day. And if you help people as much as you can every day, you will begin to build your presence. People will begin to get to know you, and they will buy from you then from a place of connection rather than from a place of selling, right? Because often, we don't want to sell, we want to help people, right? So Tricia says, I completed the nutrition and lifestyle coaching course so I can help people through nutrition and lifestyle changes. I'm just trying to see the rest of that. I can't see the rest of that. Okay. Through lifestyle changes and help them to understand the healing properties of food. Yeah, exactly. And when you help people understand the healing properties of food, I want to help you bring that one step further. When they experience the healing properties of food, what is the healing that they will then experience in their life? They will then reach the full potential of their life and do all the things they wanted to do. So when you are speaking to your clients, you really want to help them to connect in with what you can do for them, but then bring it a step further. What are the results that they're then going to experience by working with you? What is the impact on their life? So always make sure you speak to your potential clients using their general language, using the benefits of why they can work with you, and helping them understand the cost of not working with you as well, okay? So choosing and understanding your audience. So this is the big step probably that a lot of you are at, what are the areas you love working in? And maybe right now, maybe you're graduating and maybe you're not sure yet. But one of the things that I would really maybe invite you to do is to, take a bit of time out, journal on this, journal on your experiences through college, journal on, what did I love? Give yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. Did I love working in this area, or did I just like it? Who were, when you were doing your clinic or any kind of practical experience, who were the people that really stood out to you? And maybe you came into this like really solid and understanding who you want to work with by the end of it. But who are the people you want to, you want to help. So the thing is that you might have an area, let's say weight loss, for example, which is quite popular. You may really want to work with weight loss, but then you have to understand, okay, am I going to work with men? Am I going to work with women? Am I going to work with children? So then you have to go a step further and say, is it going to be adults only, children only, women only, men only? And the thing is that initially when you're starting off, you may work with, a few people. You may need to kind of get it in the muscle, work with different people, get the experience, and then say to yourself, do you know what? No, I just prefer working with women. No, I just prefer working with men. And initially, I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, I don't want to niche. I want to go with everyone. And the thing is that if you go with everyone, then your marketing message is not going to be clear. Whereas when I see a message, I want to go, I want that. So your message has to be so clear that someone is going to say, I want that. So if you say weight loss for women over 40, get rid of that extra stone, then the people over 40 are going to say, I want that. Whereas if you just say weight loss, yeah, it might speak to them, but it's not going to grab them. Okay. So really get clear on your solutions that you're going to be providing and who you're working with. And really take the time out to study them. So when I'm working with my clients and in my group programs, we work on we call it the ideal client avatar, right? But who is your ideal customer? And not only that, but who is your best customer? If you've worked with anyone so far, take the time out and sit down and really think about who were those people that I loved working with, like the ones that you have fun with and the ones you look forward to getting on the calls with or meeting them in person. Have you had clients where you dread meeting them? And if you had, then they're probably not a match for you somehow. So start writing down everything about the ones you liked and start writing down everything about the ones you didn't like. Sorry, the ones you liked and didn't like. And then take the ones that you liked and really try and focus on these people. And even if you haven't had any clients yet, write down what would be the best client that I would love to work with. So that you understand, what age they are, where do they work, what type of personality have they got, are they bubbly, are they quiet, what kind of car do they drive, do they have children, are they in college, have they gone to college? Write down as many things as you can and put a name to this person and say, Kate is 36 and she's a professional, or Kate is 36 and she works in a factory. She's got no children and she's trying to have a baby. So really, put it in your calendar, get a cup of tea, grab some pen and paper or open a document on your computer and just begin to write your story to your client. And let that exercise alone, I swear, if you do that, that will really begin to launch you into the best clients that you could possibly work with from here on out. And the thing is as well, this exercise is something you should really do every 3 months, because as you begin to work with more and more people, you're going to get clearer and clearer on who you want to work with. And just write down one of the biggest things that I come across. I work with a lot of experts in many different fields. And one of the biggest problems that I see is that they use too much technical language because they're quite technical themselves. They've spent years in college studying their field. And I see it too many times where they use this language. And unfortunately, the people, the audience that they're speaking to don't understand it. So make sure you're using the words that your clients are using. A lot of clients, they're just going to say it really simply and plainly what they want, okay? So giving them what they want, not what you want. So you may have studied a particular thing and you may think, oh my God, this would be so amazing for them. One of the best lines that I ever learned was, you may think if I can think of, is it sell them what they, oh yes, this is it. Sell them what they want, but give them what they need. So the thing is that someone may just want to lose weight. They may not want to learn about mindset, but the problem is to lose weight, they actually need to get over their mindset. So it's really important that you sell them what they want, in that you say, okay, I'm going to work with you to lose some weight. And then you might say, we might look at these other areas as well, but you're not going to say to them, I'm going to help you with your mindset to lose weight. They may not get that. So it's really important you use the language of your clients, okay? So then how do you give them what they want, not what you need? So it's really important you write down what are their biggest challenges right now, and especially, for example, say the crisis that we're going through right now, is that, and the thing is that you really have to address people in what they want right now. Right now, a lot of people, they don't want to put on the corona stone. They want to stay healthy. They don't want to become couch slouches. You see loads of videos now where people are really jumping online, doing their exercises online. I see tons of people signing up to online programs because they're at home, they have the time. It's a great time to work on themselves. So whether you're watching this video now or later and you're saying to yourself, what are the biggest challenges my clients have right now? And this is ever changing. So next year you may need to make sure that what you offer is still current. It's still what your clients want. Um, so how can you package this and put it together to deliver it to your client? Okay. So I'd love to hear some, if you want to put some comments, or if you're enjoying this, maybe just put a 1 in the comment. If you're feeling you're getting some value from this and if it's helping you, I'd love to know that I am serving you and you're enjoying it. So maybe just put a 1 in the comment and let me know. And when I see the ones, I'll feel a bit better. I see some hearts. Great, thanks a million. Okay, so this is a client of mine. She was a client of mine a couple of years ago, actually, Alison. Now, Alison, pilatesonline.ie, make sure you go check it out. She is an incredible business lady. And Alison, when she came to me, she had 2 children. She had 2 children. She now has 4. So she had twins there. She had twins last year. So I just see Okay, I think I'm back. Just let me know when, hopefully you can see my screen. Okay, just give me 2 minutes on this. The joy, the joy, the joy. Okay, great. I think I'm back. Yay! I'm not sure what happened there. This is the joy of technology, by the way. These things are going to happen, and it's just a matter of, you know what, going with the flow. And so I'm just shutting down some things here. So I'll just reopen my screen there, and sorry about that. So yeah, you got to go with the flow, guys. Don't allow technology to stress you out. Okay, that's always my motto. Okay, so please God, it won't happen again. I've got another laptop here alongside me. If we go again, hopefully we won't. Okay, I'm going to share my screen and get back into action. Okay. Okay, so so this is Alison. Okay, so this is Alison, and Alison runs Pilates Online, like I was saying, and she wanted, like that, like a lot of my clients, wanted to put her business online because everything depended on her being in the studio. So she created a fantastic. She has it on offer at the moment. Mama Lattes for anyone at any stage who's had a baby to restore their core. So like I just see her post now. She's putting putting loads of traction behind her courses, and I just see one of the comments there that it's really hard to sell now. And I think really it depends on the mindset that you come from. Yes, we're going through a crisis, and I actually went through this myself last week. In that, you know, every day this week and last week and probably for the next couple of weeks, I'm doing this online business coffee break, 1 o'clock every day. Anyone can come on and talk about their business, and we talk about everything online. The link is on my website, marthafreeze.com, if you want to get the invite. But the thing is that last Friday I went through the stress of going, okay, this is, you know, a terrible situation, and there are thousands and millions of people who are stuck at home who, first of all, need to be distressed. They want to be entertained. They want to stay healthy. And you could say it's a bad time to be selling right now, but you could say it's also a great time to be of service, because if all of these millions of people are in fear and get unhealthy, it's not actually going to help the situation. So I really invite you to kind of, you know, take a look at your mindset. If you're saying it's a bad time to be selling right now, it could be that you're afraid to put yourself out there. It could be, I see a lot of people where I call it let's hide a little longer syndrome, where sometimes some of our actions and our behaviors actually sabotage putting your business forward, sabotage bringing yourself forward. And you know, so just if those comments come into your mind, it's a bad time to be selling right now, you're coming at it from the point of view that you're trying to take something from someone rather than give something to someone. Because when you're selling, you're being of service, you're helping someone. And yes, there is an exchange of money for that. It's an exchange of energy for your time and your presence to help them. So I just invite you to just be careful of your words. And if you catch yourself saying things like that, it's always great to say, oh, okay, I said that. I just need to reframe how I'm thinking and be more of service, and don't be in fear. Okay, it's time to be of service. I always try to say to people, move into faith, move away from fear. Okay. Okay. So growing your following, helping people, and funny, we're just talking about that, right? Helping people. And like sometimes people always say to me, how do you market? How do you market people? And the one thing I always say is, sometimes people don't understand how to market people, but they do understand how to help other people. And if you know how to help people, that is actually marketing, because marketing is getting your message out there so that people know who you are, so that they can buy from you. But when you help people, you come at it from the heart. You come at it from a whole different perspective. And my biggest tip to you today is that your heart is one of the biggest tools you can have in your business. Um, um, oh yeah, so I just see your messages there. Suzanne says, listen up, folks, this is so true. Don't get in your own way. Good time to offer support and be visible, but not necessarily at a price. So again, Louise, I totally get it's definitely time to be there. What do you mean by genuine value? So I just invite you to, it's definitely time to be of service. Like every day, I'm showing up every day doing that coffee break. I'm helping people in that way. But the thing is that when people come up to that coffee break, they actually want to know more. They want to know more. So like tomorrow we have, I think, 12 to 16 people in our workshop doing the 3-day SOS program, because they want to get something out there now. They want to be of more service to clients. So again, when you're talking about selling, you can help people for free. And then if you want to help them even more, which is going to take some of your really big dedicated time, then, it's up to you. Okay, so what are the steps to growing your following? And then what do you mean by genuine value? I guess what I mean by genuine value is, how can you turn up? How can you give value? How can you give content that is of value? How can you, let's say, give recipes, give workbooks, giving stuff away for free, helping people in that way. So I guess that's what I mean of genuine value. Little solutions to little problems, and then if people want to work with you in a bigger way, you can help them with bigger solutions to their biggest problem. So growing your following, helping people. So how can you claim your space? So one of the things that I do with people is, and this may take some time for you, but I want you to imagine, I don't know if you have an elevator pitch or if you have that 2 lines saying who you are and what you do. But the thing is that people sometimes start off saying, I'm going to use a shoe shop, for example. Yeah, I sell shoes. Yeah, that's what I do. It might be a one-liner, right? And the thing is that what I really want to help people develop is, I sell shoes. I own the best shoe shop in all of Europe. We sell shoes to women with wide feet, who are tired of sore feet. I want you to claim your space where you say, I am this, I am the best person that you can get help from. And I want you to really take up space, as you say it, elevate your voice, and believe in yourself when you say it. So you can start practicing your 2-line pitch after this call, who you are, what you do, and how you are here to make an impact on the world and help as many people as possible. So start doing that in front of your mirror, every day, and begin to understand that you believe in yourself, that you're here to make an impact, you're here to help people. So Simone says, I agree, we should not be negative with our thoughts, but a lot of people in Malta have lost their job and have shut their business. Yeah, I know, it's just, and a lot of trainers are online giving lectures and classes for free. So honestly, I think helping people right now by making them pay less or nothing means they will remember you when things bounce back completely. And like, I completely agree that it really is, like, I'm not saying don't be of service. I'm saying be of service. Be as much service as you want. You can either offer something now, right now, or you can wait and offer something later. But just because you're being of service doesn't mean that you can't offer something at a discounted price. Like the program that I'm offering here, like I haven't offered anything at 27 euros in years. So like that's at a massively discounted price, because I'm here trying to serve people get their business online in 3 days. And I'm not sure where else you would get that. So So I guess for yourself, you need to make decisions for yourself of how you want to show up, how you want to serve, and how you want to run your business. And the thing is, you have to remember that, um, you are running a business, and how can you be of service to those people who've lost their jobs, who have shut down their businesses? And the thing is that you can start by giving them your free stuff, giving your content and helping them. um so claiming your space, getting known as the go-to person. And how do you do that? You do that by showing up every week on your social media, deciding, pick one thing that you're going to do. You might do a Facebook Live every Wednesday. You might do a recipe every Friday. You might do, come up with something that you are going to do every week, week in, week out. I call it my level 1 marketing. What is the one thing that you're going to do every week, week in, week out? And imagine yourself doing that one thing for the next 7 years. Because if you want to grow your business, consistency is the key. Because when people see you week in, week out, turning up, it builds a trust. They know you're going to be there. It helps them understand you're reliable. So be bold and be brave in helping people, and be bold in yourself, in that, allow yourself to be big, allow yourself to be seen, allow yourself to go out there and help as many people as possible. And what I'd say to you is 10x your efforts, not just in doing the work and delivering the work, but in growing your presence online. Because if you want to make a big impact in this world, then spending your time creating content for free, it's going to take time. Like one of my clients there recently, he's after going viral in his video marketing. One of his videos on LinkedIn had over around 2,000 views, and before working together, like, he had no visibility online whatsoever. And I said to him, I said, look, I said, to create that video, you need to schedule around 4 hours every Tuesday. And he was like, 4 hours? He said, no, surely an hour will do it. And I said, no. I said, you got to do this, you got to do this, blah, blah, blah. It takes time. So don't underestimate building your presence online. It takes time, and it takes scheduling that time in every week. So this last line that I have on this slide, get over yourself. It sounds a bit tough, but one of the best pieces of advice I got many years ago was, I was doing a webinar. It was probably one of my first or second webinars, and I was so conscious of what I looked like. I was so conscious what my voice sounded like, and I thought, get over yourself. It's not about you. It's about the message you're here to give. Become more visible and just help people as much as you can. So that is my advice for getting out there. Okay, so the core of what we're here for today. So what we're talking about prior to this is really important. What we're about to talk about now is creating the products, okay? So some people think it's, oh, I just create the product and I'm done. And unfortunately, it's not. The reason I've spoken about all this other stuff about building your presence and like building a wave of people who begin to know you and understand you and connect with you. If you don't have that connection with all these people, then honestly, you won't sell anything, because there'll be no one there to offer your products or services to. So 12 ways to make money online. So these are some ideas for you, okay? Online groups, taking your one-to-one service and bringing it into groups. Online one-to-one, so where you don't actually have to turn up and meet people in person, and you deliver it something like this over a video conference. A VIP day. So a VIP day is where you meet someone for a whole day, and you design a day that they will not experience somewhere else. And you set the price for that you feel comfortable. And as you go on in your business, you'll begin to understand there's around 14 elements to pricing that I've mapped out. And one of the biggest ones is understanding the value that you provide to people. So when I do a VIP day, often people leave with a business not only outlined, but actually implemented. they leave with an online business implemented. So if you can imagine, what is the value if someone were to spend a day with you? What is the value that that would provide? So rather than thinking, okay, I spent 6 hours with them, that's, let's say, I don't know, 50, 100 euro an hour, then that's 600 euro or whatever. But what is the value that you're after making to their life? So pricing is, especially when you're just graduating college, it can be a challenging one because you're trying to find your footing, and that's something you're going to grow into. You don't have to master your pricing yet, right? You could have VIP programs, you could have online courses where people buy either a self-study course from you or a course where you do weekly calls. You could have a membership. So a membership is something where people might pay $20 a month and they get content and value from you every month. They can cancel anytime. Whereas an online course, they're actually buying a course that might last 6 weeks. Affiliate income. So affiliate income is where perhaps you are partner with another business and you refer their business and you get paid when you do a referral. Now I do this, but I mean, I think it probably goes without saying you should only do affiliate with businesses that you're really aligned with and that you believe in. So paperback books, so you can actually write your own book. And this is one of the biggest things that you can do for yourself. And it's like the best business card you'll ever do. You can become an online reseller, similar to affiliate marketing. You can write articles for other businesses and websites and get paid for it. And if you become a good enough blogger, you can, using advertising, you can also get paid through that as well. And then you can create digital products for sale from your website, like ebooks, meditations, templates, workbooks. It's possible to just create something that, like a tracker, a workbook, or anything like that, and have it for sale on your website. And they're kind of some of the things we're going to be doing in the SOS Get Your Business Online in 3 days program. So if you want to create a digital product and have it ready within the next 2 weeks, then the SOS program is for you if you want to come join us. So I just see some questions there. Okay, so Jackie says, can you expand about the affiliate income, please? So sure. So the affiliate income, so for you guys, I guess, depending whether you're a coach or whether you're a nutritional therapist, for example, like I'm trying to think what products for me, basically, I refer people to the software I use, and only the ones that I really love and recommend. And each time I refer someone, I get a payment from that software company. So for you guys, I'm trying to think. So I know, let's say with supplements and different things, I know you get a discount for your clients. Whether you bring that discount into yourself or whether you give it to your client, that's up to you. So let me see, what, like, if you have other therapies with your coaching, let's say fitness, you could sell fitness items, like fitness exercise, what's the word I'm looking for, exercise, like, machinery and stuff. But basically it's maybe sitting down and saying, right, what do I do with my clients? You could actually speak to other nutritional therapists who have programs. You could sell their programs to your clients, and you don't even have to create the programs yourself. I know there are a lot of people out there who are doing that as well. So then you can get a payment from them. Another thing to do is like to look at clickbank.com, and they offer affiliate programs. So you can go into ClickBank and you can look at all the different programs that are there, and you can sell those and get a payment from them. So we'll be going into that a bit more in the SOS program as well. So your ladder and your wall. This is so, I hope that answers your question, Jackie, by the way. So your ladder and your wall, how to pick the wall and how not to get knocked off it. So this is really important because Um, as you guys are going on your journey and discovering what kind of business you're going to create, and it's going to change. Look, my own business changed. You know, I mean, I thought I was going to be a nutritional therapist and I was going to work in health and food. And I'll never forget the time, like I was running the two businesses, the social media and the nutrition therapy. And honestly, my husband was working in the UK. I had two young kids as well. I was totally exhausted. And honestly, I didn't feel, I just felt I couldn't be going into these clients when I wasn't even living my fullest health at the time. And I remember one mentor said to me, she who chases two rabbits catches neither. And I knew, you know, they said to me, you know, you can't run two businesses, especially two that were so completely opposite. And the thing for me was, it took me probably 6 months to a year to really let go of the nutritional therapy because I spent 4 years studying, a lot of money in the training. Now the thing is that it never left me because, you know, obviously I use it with my family, but a lot of the coaching, like, you know, I still use with my clients, and I'm bringing in the nutritional therapy now in different ways into my own business. So the thing is that your business is going to, it's organic, it's going to change, it's going to grow. Don't think that it has to be one thing stuck on the shelf. Always allow yourself to grow, always allow yourself to take through, I call it the helicopter, or you know, well, the 3-foot view. Take 3 feet back, take a look at you, take a look at your business, take a look at your clients. Ask yourself, are you happy? If not, allow yourself to change, allow yourself to be guided to what you're meant to do if you're not happy. So how to pick the wall, how to pick the business that you're going to go into. So basically, it's really important that, like what I said earlier on, you write down all the different areas that you've worked in or you'd like to work in on a scale of 1 to 10. How much do you like it? And then what I'd say to you is pick an area, go work in that for a while, experience it, see what it's like. And then how not to get knocked off the wall is, you know, often you might be asked to maybe partner up with different people, do different projects, and you have to ask yourself, when people are asking you to get involved in different projects, always come back and ask yourself, is this aligned to where I want to go? And if it's not, sometimes you have to say no, and stay super focused on your own goals, you know. Okay, so this is Gail Woodard. She's a client of mine. She's a publisher in Arizona. And the reason I wanted you to see Gail is that there are so many different ways to deliver your business. Gail has been a publisher for many years. She's a beautiful lady. She's a gorgeous, gorgeous soul. And when Gail started working with me, she wanted to deliver her work in a different way. So she created a writer's mastermind group. So basically, she created a mastermind group, charging $500 for 6 months. And, you know, within first offering this, she made $3,000. And I just want you to be aware that there's so many different ways you can deliver your work to people. And it's about asking yourself, because honestly, to work with Gail, like, it's around, I think, 15,000 or something to get a book published 1-to-1. So she was helping people to get her experience and expertise by only paying $500. And it's funny, actually, because I helped her create that course, and I actually purchased the course off her myself. And I'm releasing my own book soon, actually. So it's really interesting. I often buy the programs off the clients that I actually work with. So it's interesting. So what are the steps for picking your wall and getting your ladder? So it's about claiming your space, like what we talked about earlier on. Getting known as a go-to person, being bold and brave and helping people, 10xing your efforts, getting over yourself, becoming more visible, and helping people as much as you can, growing your presence online, and not choosing. So it's not just about what you do, but it's also about what you don't do. Don't choose projects that take you away from your goals. Okay, so we're nearly done, guys. So we're almost there. We've 10 minutes left, I think. So is there any questions on what we've done so far? Everyone happy? Okay, so the next part we're going to talk about is technology, and keeping it simple, so that it doesn't scare you, or it doesn't prohibit you from going on in your business. So like what I said, when I first started, all I had was a Facebook page and a PayPal link, okay? This is one, I don't know if some of you know Neve Burke. Neve Burke worked for me probably around 5 years ago, and she created the Key for Detox. And she, at the time, she was, I'm telling you, a clever lady. She was planning ahead, because she said when she had her family, she wanted a way of income that didn't depend on her. And she's still earning from her Key for Detox that she created 5 years ago. And she's getting around 80% profit from that. It's gas. Yeah, another IHS grad. It's gas, isn't it? So what are the steps for you and your technology? So the thing is, right, keep it simple starting off. Rome wasn't built in a day. You don't have to have it all figured out. So pick your social media platforms. So for example, Instagram for any kind of health and fitness is a definite. Possibly Pinterest, up to yourself if you're using Pinterest. If you're working with more professional type people, I would definitely say LinkedIn is a place to be visible. And if you're working with more younger people, then you may consider, I'm not too sure about Snapchat anymore, but TikTok and different platforms. So you have, what I would say to you is everyone create a YouTube channel, start creating videos, start becoming visible. Even if you have hardly any subscribers, use it as the practice to be seen, get used to making videos, so that you can grow that muscle of visibility, that muscle of, hi, this is me, this is what I do, and practice giving content, giving value, okay? So pick your social media platforms, become known on them. Some people say pick one and go deep, but there's so many ways now of connecting the different platforms together that you can share your content on multiple platforms. Turn up consistently every week. If all you do is turn up once a week, every week, for the one thing for the next 7 years, I tell you, it will be one of the best things that you ever do. So phase one for your technology plan, and you should have a technology plan, is get an email manager. So what is an email manager? An email manager is where you can begin to grow your email list and communicate with them on a weekly basis. So if you go to my website, marthafraser.com/tools, I list all the technology that I use there, and there's tons of links there to different software and different email managers that you can connect with. The one that I use myself is called ConvertKit, ConvertKit. And all of the links are there on my website. You can go check those out. So the thing is that you can grow your presence on social media, but if you haven't got an email list, then unfortunately, if that platform goes, or like where we are at the moment, some of the platforms are, they're a bit shaky because of the amount of use of the internet, right? Whereas your email, you can still email people and communicate with them. And one of the things that you will learn is that the size of your income is in proportion to the size of your email list. I'm going to say that one more time. The size of your income is in proportion to the size of your email list. So if you can begin to grow your email list, you will begin to grow your business. So I can never say that enough, because a lot of my clients, sometimes they just weren't listening, and then months later they went, wow, I get it now, so it's so important. So begin with your email manager, begin with your social media platform, whatever you choose, and begin with PayPal. Phase 2 then might be adding a website. In a couple of weeks' time, actually, I'm running a 4-week program to create your own WordPress website, and I'm running it for free, actually. So I'm going to share a link with you at the end of this if you want to get notified about that. So phase 2 might be having a website. I didn't have a website for years, and I was making money with PayPal and my Facebook page. You know, so if you don't have a website yet, don't panic, but don't allow it to hold you back either, because I see a lot of people going, oh, I can't do anything, I don't have my website yet. I was about to say BS, right? You can show up on social media every week, and if you're not putting yourself out there, then you're not helping the people who need your help. Phase 3 is then using third-party platforms to grow your business. I'm not going to go into that too much because you can get quite technical with all the bells and whistles, and I don't think you need that yet. For you guys, phase 1 and phase 2, okay? I hope that helps. Okay, so we're going to talk about your next step, and for any of you who want to join me, there are 3 things actually that I want you to do now. If you want to work with me one-to-one, you can go to my website, marthafraser.com, and you can book a call with me. For all you guys who want to join me in the SOS program, we're actually starting tomorrow. So we're doing Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock. And we're going to help you create your first digital product. Whether you have a website or whether you just use social media, it doesn't matter. So if you are interested in joining me there, go to marthafraser.com/SOS online, and you can use the discount SOS discount. And the thing is that, so I'm going to be running that this week, and we have the bonus 3 days next week. So we have 3 days bonus Q&A. Now, if you're not available this week, we can... I'm going to run it a second time, so you can either join in on this round or you can join in on the next round, because it's a little bit of short notice for any of you who may not be available this Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. Now, and for all of you, if anyone wants, I'm putting a checklist together for, sorry, I'm just going to have to, so I'm putting a checklist together for this workshop. If you want to get the checklist from today, and if you want to be notified about, I'm just going to stop sharing the screen for a minute. So if you want to be notified about the 4-week, I'm going to do the 4-week create your own website. I'm just putting the link in here now. So sorry about the link. The link is a bit, I just had to create that last minute. So if you want to get the checklist from today's notes, and if you want to be notified about how to create your website, that's going to be a 4-week course. It's completely free, and I'm going to help you create your WordPress website. So I've just put a link in. If you can just literally click that link and put your email address in it, I'll notify you about the 4-week website free course that will be starting in a couple of weeks' time. And for anyone then who wants to join me on the SOS program, that one is, I'll just get the link to that. SOS. You can join me there as well. So use the code SOS discount. So I'd love to know if you've any questions, guys. I hope you'd enjoy this. There's a lot to take in. You know, it can be daunting when you're starting off. I guess my biggest message today, and I hope that came through, is to help people, to be of service, to share your knowledge, you know, and that's why you came here to do. That's why you did all your studying, and that's why, you know, you're going out into the world to start a whole new business. And never be afraid to put yourself out there. And if at any stage you have any fear about being visible online, go back, read your testimonials, and remind yourself that you're great at what you do, and you can help people, and there's people out there who need you, you know. So I think that's it for me. Is there any questions? I'm just looking at the phone here. So just let me know if there's any questions. I think we're good, are we? Hey, Maxine. I see Maxine is here too. We're just going back over the... Yeah, I think we're good. There's a bit of a delay here, so I'm just waiting to see if there's any questions. But I think if there's any questions, I can come back in and I'll just comment in the groups. But just let me know, and I will let you know. I think that's it, Suzanne, is it? Will I head off?
Yeah,
there's a 5-minute delay, so it's hard to see. Marion says that's great, thanks very much. Grania says this is great. Martha Fraser, thank you so much, no problem. I'd love maybe actually just before I go. Oh, I'm gone.
No, you're still here.
I'd love maybe just before I go, if everyone would just write in, what was your one big takeaway? What was the one thing that you got from this talk? What's the one thing you're going to implement? Just let me know. I'd love to hear what is the one thing that you're going to do after this. And let's just see what you type in the chat box. Because the thing is that, you know, when I do these talks, everyone listening to this, it always lands on different ears, and depending where you are in starting your business, it depends what you need to learn. And so everyone has something different. So please just comment in the chat box and let me know, what was the one thing that you're going to implement after watching this talk?
This is where we stare intently, Martha, at the screen because of the delay.
Some background music while I'm waiting for comments. Marion says, get over yourself. Great. Maxine says, be positive. Well done, Maxine. Yeah, and the thing is that no one, by the way, like, I have to remind my own self, like, be positive. Like, I have times where I doubt myself, and I use the tools that I've used over the years. And like, the thing is that one of the biggest things that I've learned as well is that, you know, you're going to have breakdowns in your business. You're like, there's been times where I've fallen on my knees and I've prayed and I went, get me through this. But what I have learned over the years is that for every breakdown, there's a breakthrough, there's a lesson, and there's tons of obstacles ahead of you. But if you know that they're coming, then you'll actually see them as stepping stones rather than these big walls that are trying to stop you. Who's that now? Suzanne says, I don't think you can hear me for some reason, Martha, but I'm still here. I can end the meeting when you're ready. Okay, great. Jackie says, the VIP days are something I will look into further. The YouTube time to get over myself and do it. The Corona Stone. I'll be using that. Yes, get over yourself and be positive. Yeah, so some great feedback. So that's it from me today, guys. If you want to join me on the SOS program, use the link and use the discount code. And if you want the checklist from today's talk, and if you want to be notified of the 4-week website program, then use the other link and just join my email list. That's it, guys. Zan says she's going to enjoy helping everyone get over themselves. So that's it for me. Thanks so much. And you'll find me at marthafraser.com. All the best. Take care. Bye.